Hello everybody, it's Carl Moorman, your garden guy, and look around me. Yes, I'm back at the propagation station, and today I'm showing you all my favorite tips and tricks to grow the easiest and the fastest rooting vegetables and herbs right from cuttings. Now, today, Macro Home and Garden have been friendly enough to share some of their rooting hormones with us. Look at these beautiful guys. So I'm gonna jump in here and make some wonderful tip cuttings or some semi-hardwood and softwood cuttings with this terrific rooting hormone from Macro Home and Garden. Let's get into it. Top herbs and vegetables to grow from cuttings at home, quick and easy. Click the link above or below for the rest of this cutting series. Right, so here's how to make some rosemary cuttings from semi-hardwood cuttings. Of course, let me put this away. You want to make sure you don't mix the rooting hormones up. So put this guy aside. That's the number one for the softwood cuttings, and we're going to be doing some semi-hardwood cuttings over here. So we're going to be using the number 2 rooting hormone here from Macro. Okay, so quickly, I smell it all the way. Love this stuff. Ooh, you can't have enough of these plants, I'm telling you. Okay, so let's jump in here. Once again, you can see the barkish color to the bottom of the plant, which means semi-hardwood. Okay. Now, luckily for us, you'll see everywhere where foliage is growing out is a node, which means each of these little spots can either grow foliage or roots, and we'll be using them for both. Okay, so clean the bottom half of your cutting, right? And then a tip with hardwood cuttings or semi-hardwood cuttings, it works for both, is to cut the bottom or the top of your cutting at a slant. And the reason for that is, in many cases, once you've cut the plant, although this one quite clearly indicates that's the top, in many cases, if your cuttings are lying around, you'll lose track of which side is the top and which side is the bottom of your cutting. And you check again, planting the oak on his head, and of course nothing comes from that. Right, so make very sure you cut the top at an angle or the bottom, just so you know which side is the top or bottom of your cutting. Okay, just a little tip there. Right, then again, because it's semi-hardwood, remember, you want to score the bottom little bit of bark to expose the cambium. Right, into the rooting hormone number 2. Right, lovely, and he's ready for planting. Now, as usual, sterilize the little fiddle stick in the middle of our cell. We're going to stick him in, firm him down, and look at that. Hey, woo, beautiful little plant. Okay, let's give him some friends real quickly. And the same principle, remove the bottom, and of course don't throw this away. It's a herb, put it in some chow, you know, this make a delicious sort of salad dressing, or you can use it in your roasts, or you can even just add it to an empty spice bottle and have home dried rosemary. You know, it's just that same principle of sustainable living as I like to live. Don't waste. No, it's not necessary. You could have a delicious sauce there. Anyway, I'm getting off track. Right, so we're going to chop this guy here at the top at an angle, as we've mentioned, right? And look at that. Foliage at the top, roots at the bottom. Rinse, repeat. Get him in some rooting hormone and plant. Lovely, lovely. There we go. Okay, that was our semi-hardwood cuttings, which we make our rosemary and our lavender from. Right after planting them, you're going to water it in. And then he's going onto a windowsill or in the greenhouse. I sometimes even put them in sort of a semi-shady spot outside. Top herbs and vegetables to grow from cuttings at home, quick and easy. And in no time, you can have all these beautiful plants to use either in the garden or give to some mates, or even sell some of them, you know? Up to you. That's my quick guide on how to grow herbs and vegetables from cuttings with a terrific rooting hormone from Macro Home and Garden. Thank you for your time and spending a day with me and Macro in the garden today. I look forward to seeing you on the next video. If you've enjoyed this, please consider liking and subscribing. Until next time, happy gardening and happy propagation. Click the link above or below for the rest of this cutting series.